Hi, everybody. It's me, Susan Holt, and I am an artist. Welcome to my group, Chaos and Order, art by Susan Holt. Shocking, I know. Today we are live, and today is Show Me Saturday. So I actually have some assistants, lovely, talented assistants here with me today. These are my girls. This is Zena. This is Diana. They are some of the most awesome people I know. Look at all the stuff on my shelves behind them. You can tell I'm an art hoarder, craft supply hoarder. So today, Zena is actually going to play the role of Chris, my husband. He is not here. He is actually out gaming. So I brought my girlfriends in. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thanks for joining me. I just dropped stuff on the floor. Hang on. I brought my girlfriends in today to help me out. Hi, Marcy. Thank you for joining me. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can actually read better and not squint at you. So, Zena, she's got a couple different names that I know her by. And it's just
Satan's mistress,
yeah, Satan's mistress. It's all good. So, hi, Joe Claire. Thanks for interrupting that. So, they're here to help me. Zena is going to be giving you some information as I talk about specific art pieces, like Chris did yesterday. So she's going to be posting the title, the size, and the price. And if she says something back to you, it's because she is in the know and will tell you something. And do feel free to have conversation with people when you're on there. That way we get a little more boosts, a little more likes, so we're good. Diana will be here is here to ask me a few interview questions, and since she's a writer, very fancy, she has a few questions for me. I have not seen the questions yet, so I'm very excited to see what she wants to know. So, with that said, if you have any questions for me, today would be a great day to ask them. Also, if you want to chat back and forth with each other, because I know some of you know me and know some of the work I'm doing. So if you want to give a little bit more information, ask a little bit of somebody about, hey, do you know if kind of stuff, absolutely do that. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be watching closely the comments scrolling today, so I should be able to answer your questions PDQ pretty darn quick. So let's get started. Today is Show Me Saturday, so I am going to show you kind of a progression of things that I've done throughout my art life to get to this point where I'm doing the spiral and linear designs on the pour paintings. So let's start with some watercolors.
We already have a technical detail issue here.
Okay. Go ahead.
I am not allowed to post even though I'm in the group.
How odd. Zena says she's not allowed to post even though she's in the group. So that is super weird. So I don't know what's going on with that. So perhaps she will not be doing that. Let's see if Diana's phone will work. Okay. Please hold for technical difficulties. Go ahead and try that. I'm going to show these while you're logging on. So I have two prints. These are not originals, but these are prints. This is my sea turtle watercolor painting. And this one is the Sun Bear watercolor painting.
I'm turning down my sound.
Okay, thanks. And I have several prints of these. If you are interested in them, I will give you the price later, like in private message, or just message me if you're interested, because I can actually go back through on these and put some highlights and some other stuff on there and make them all one of a kind for you. Hi, Joe Claire. Thank you. Hi, Kim. Thank you so much for saying that. It says she loves sea turtles. I do too.
I can comment.
Okay. Diana says she can comment.
Join request.
I have sent. I've
Yeah.
done it twice
Okay,
now.
I can
So-
type whatever you want me to type.
Diana is here, so she will be typing, and then
You
maybe
tell me what to
Faye
type.
will ask the questions later. So,
Or tell
right
me
over
what
there.
to type.
Yes, perfect. We have it worked out. Thank you so much for your patience today, everyone. So the sea turtle and the sun bear are available in prints. Hi, Hamali. Thanks for joining me.
Okay.
Kind of during and after college, I was in a medieval cosplay kind of group. Jo Claire, I can see you're testing. Thank you so much. Hamali says hi, everyone. Thanks, Hamali. So that is where I learned to do
Okay.
illumination and calligraphy. This is
Okay.
actually on watercolor paper, and it's gouache, Gouache paint. Gouache is basically opaque
You can
watercolor,
actually use
and I have calligraphy here in black
She's
calligraphy
gonna
ink.
type it on my.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to try to get a close-up here for you. There we go. You can see all the shading and line work and gold in there. So, yes, I do know how to draw. That started out as a blank piece of paper and went from there. Everything I do kind of starts out as a blank piece of paper, and I work from there. Thank you, Hamali. She says stunning. Kim says, wow. Hi, Karen. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me today. So going from the calligraphy and illumination for that volunteer group. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining me. I started doing my own stuff, so I really branched out. This is a pen and ink drawing of a dragon, and I used pointillism for the shading, so little teeny tiny dots. And I did the calligraphy in red, and all the words on this one are actually words for dragons, types of wyverns as well. So let me get a close up on that for you. Just the egg.
I love that so much.
Thank you. Here's my dragon. Rawr. Jo Claire says dragons are cool. Thank you, Jo Claire. So I love this piece. And that piece is available as well. So if you would like more information about that, let me know. So then from there, I started doing some jewelry. And I did beaded jewelry. This is my favorite little pair of earrings that I created. Let's see if the camera will focus that close. But they're pink and white pearls. And they're in little loops. Faye, as Diana says, I wonder if the Khaleesi is aware of your use of her dragons. She may be. I did write her a letter, so it just depends on if she got it or not.
You're way funnier than me. This is great. I look really
Kim,
good right
thank you
now.
so much. Kim says lettering is awesome. You do a great job. Thank you. I have 25 years of practice doing calligraphy, so I hope it's good. So thank you for that. So after doing the beaded jewelry, I took a class from a friend of mine, and he taught me how to wire wrap. I don't remember what the name of this stone is called, but it is wrapped in sterling silver. I do know that this is basically petrified mud. So if any of you are geologists or rock hounds, remember the name of this stone, I completely forgot. But sterling silver. You see the back? Pretty as well. And I don't like to do a lot of swoops and swirls across the stone. I know a lot of artists like to do that, but I really prefer to keep it simple and highlight the stone. Jo Claire says, ooh, thank you, Jo Claire. Now I do have some resin. Actually, let's get to the resin jewelry in a minute. Molly says, beautiful color stone. I love that pale blue-gray on the bottom. Yes, right? That is so pretty. I actually use that blue-gray in the next piece I'll show you. And Faye as Diana says, hey all, it's me, Xena, on Diana's device. Sorry, Xena. Because everybody in my life has 2 names. So this is actually the same color gray as on the pendant I just showed. Kim says, I've seen some of your other wrapped pieces. I want a piece. Excellent. Message me. We can make it happen.
So great.
Joe Claire says, hi, Xena. She waves. So this is one of the painted rocks I did that got me to the point of doing the pour painted backgrounds, that got me doing the spiral designs. This one I have layers of dots inside of each painted dot, so it's very textural, actually. Very bumpy. I like to rub my hand on it a little bit. So this is blue, gray, and white background, well, cream color background, and then the dots on top of it. So that's the kind of thing I am known for in the rock painting world. This is one of my little heart-shaped ones.
That's so pretty.
Thank you. Diana says it's very pretty. And then I have this stunner right here.
What?
She's making, sorry, they're making jokes off screen. They're hilarious. Joe Claire says, will the dots wear off if you put them outside? No, because you can see the shine on it. I spray seal these. So I put down a UV varnish, a UV protective varnish, and then I coat it with some of the 2X spray from the hardware store, clear. Xena, as Diana says, they remind me of painted cookies. Oh, right?
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm hungry. They're hungry too. Joe Claire says, good deal. Very good deal. And then one of the things I started doing with the drips that come off my pour paintings is I'm making these magnets. So Xena, as Diana said, no, Roxy, her dog, peed on one of the painted rocks and it's still going strong. So this is another
still
reason.
Totally gorge.
This is another reason why I spray seal things. Because you never know who's going to put them in their garden where their dog can get at it. But this is a magnet. You girls are hilarious.
You see, you need helpers every time.
This is why I ask them. Oh, Joe Claire says bad Roxy. No, she's a sweet baby.
Man, she's dead. She's fine.
Oh, stop.
My heart.
Stop.
Well, she did already cross the rainbow bridge,
Well,
so
she
you know,
did.
can't punish her.
She
now.
did. Poor Roxy. Now Scout is alone and lonely. So anyhow, moving on. Here's one of the pour paintings I did on Yupo paper. And this is actually a silhouette of the San Francisco Peaks in Flagstaff, Arizona. And then I put some dots in there because I thought it needed a little spicing up. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for joining me today. So this piece is available too. That one will need to be framed. And then transitioning from the rocks to canvas. These are on canvas board. And as you can see, this one's metallic. This one is much more like a butterfly. It's got some metallic in there too. They're nice and shiny. They're small pieces, but I started doing those as well. And then I started transitioning into doing pour painted backgrounds. Oh, one of the other things I do with my drippings is I make pendants. So if you want wearable art, I have that as well. Jen, hi Jen. She says, ooh, the blue is calling to me. Looks like bubbles. Send me a message and I'll get you all the information on that one. I don't have it in front of me right now. But Kim says, love the blue and silver, very serene. Right? It is really a good painting. Calms me right down. Here's a couple other smaller pendants. So Zena is typing as Diana. So she says, "Bye me, Jen." Oh, Jen. She is hilarious. That's why I brought her along today. She's my plucky comic relief.
Really inappropriate. Watch us get kicked off.
Nah.
Please don't be inappropriate and get me kicked off. So one of the other things, what type of metal did you use for the gold ones? Oh, for this? These are just bezels that I bought off of the internet via a jewelry supply company, and they come this way. This is not real gold. It's an amalgamation of metals, and it's coated with a gold paint, basically. So it's metal. If you're allergic to most metals, I would suggest not getting this because I don't want you to be allergic.
What I've done is I get moleskin, the sticky moleskin, and I put it on the back.
Diana says she gets moleskin and puts it on the back because she has metal allergies. So that's a great tip. Thank you so much, Diana. Joe Claire says, what a great way to use the excess paint. Yes, absolutely. I don't want the paint to go down the drain because acrylic paint is plastic. So I want it to stay out of the water supply. And I don't want it going into the landfill because, well, it's plastic. I don't want it in the landfill. We already have too much of that going into our landfill, especially where I live, because our recycling program said that we can't recycle plastic right now, which just makes me angry. So if I can keep a little bit out, then, you know, it may not be a whole lot for what is going to the landfill, but at least it's something. Zena, as Diana says, paint a coat of clear nail polish on the back of those. Absolutely.
Unless you're allergic to them.
Diana says, unless you're allergic to the nail polish, which is why she suggested the moleskin. Kim says that's what she heard. Hi, Ruth. She says her stepdaughter puts nail polish on the back of the metals she can't wear. Works for her. Fantastic. I love that. Thank you for the tips, everybody. Okay.
They do.
Get these over here.
Susan, we were just saying, they have the kind of
You
nail
can speak
polish.
louder so they can hear me.
Okay. They have the kind of nail polish that you bake with the UV, and that makes an enamel that is no longer a plastic, which I could wear.
Fantastic.
So that also would work if you have that nail polish that has the UV curing.
Okay. Diana says that you can use the UV curing kind of nail polish, and she can wear that even though she's allergic to metal. That's great.
Yeah. Kim has a question.
Yes. Kim says, are the magnets on your page to look at? They are not. So I generally use the magnets as items to give away to people who are certain numbers in my group. Or if you order a larger painting from me, I will actually send some as some thank you tokens in with the painting. So that is what I keep those for. If you absolutely love a magnet and you would like a magnet for your fridge, I will definitely sell you one. Not a problem. So just message me and let me know and we'll get that going. Absolutely. Thanks for the question, Kim. Okay. So one of the other things my husband and I have done much more recently has been steampunk. And it's a lot of fun. I hate the corsets, but I'll wear one every now and again. And let me just say, men in knee-high boots, Diana just went, oh my God. Yes, totally sexy. I don't care if they're like the Victorian style or they're the snake boots when you go out hiking. It's fantastic. But anyhow, so I've made a bunch of little fascinator hats for the ladies. Molly is laughing at us. Kim says she digs steampunk. It is really cool. But this is one of the really big fascinator hats that I made. And this is actually my display hat, so I don't have any way to attach it to a head, so I use this as a display. But I do have some smaller ones still available. And if you are into steampunk, like Miss Kim is, and you would like a fascinator hat, go ahead and message me, because I do have some more. around. But I also started doing these, what I call vented hats. My husband has a hat that has mesh on the crown of the hat, but it's kind of like an Australian style safari hat. So we can't really wear that too much with steampunk. And we live in Phoenix, Arizona, one of the hottest places in the US. So what I came up with was vents that are mesh, so either brass or copper mesh, and then hand cut leather. I cut each of these by hand pound each and every rivet. And this is a painted one. This one was actually in one of the museum shows here. This one has been in the Scottsdale Museum of Modern Art. And it's been at the Sky Harbor International Airport Terminal 3 art display area. Tony says, I love steampunk. I dig the corsets, but they don't look good on me. Cute hat, thank you very much. And Zena as Diana says, hats make an outfit or an outfit all by itself. Well, it's true. I mean, it's true. Sassy, but it's true. Joe Clara says, such a great idea. Head's got to breathe. Absolutely. So I have several of these. This one is the super fancy one. And I took the inspiration for these little birds from watch parts. So if you open up a watch and you're using the gears and stuff out of it, there's these little parts that look like birds. So I just painted them really large on this hat. Of course, those are painted on as well. Those aren't actually just stuck on, that's paint. Thank you for the hearts off to the side. I appreciate those so very much. And then I've shown you this one before. This is the monarch butterfly hat. Oh, and these are super great. When you're out in the heat, all the hot air comes out of the top. But when you walk into a room that's air conditioned from the outside, it feels like one of those chocolate covered mint candies on your head. It's so great. I can testify. Kim says, do you varnish the hats? No, I do not. I seal the leather, but I do not varnish the hats. These are silk hats that are impregnated with plastic, so they're pretty heavy duty. Kim says, I just wondered how they'd hold up. These have been around for a couple years now. I think about 5 years. I have one that I've worn for about a decade now, and it still looks the exact same. I think it was Hamali said, such a gorgeous design, the orange hat, perfect for hot days too. Yes, indeed. And Faye, as Diana says, can't be a hothead with a Susan Holt chapeau on. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I've got those. Let me put those away. They're off to the side. Make some more room over here. So after steampunk, I started making little mandalas. Just regular mandalas. Oh, thank you. It's falling. Oh, it keeps falling. One of my paintings is having a crisis. Hold on.
There you go.
Now stay.
Okay, that should be good. Sorry about that. But I've started doing mandalas. I have one that I started that is on, I think it's 24 by 24 inch paper, and it's huge. And I have not started putting any color on it yet because I'm a little daunted and I don't know what the color scheme is going to be yet. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out at some point. We're almost done with show and tell. So then we'll get to the questions here in just a moment. And then if you are interested in being a patron of mine on Patreon, this is one of the small pieces that I send out to my patrons. I also do send out some other goodies with these. This is one of the medium pieces I send out for a little bit higher level. Oh, I could sell Prince's coloring wallpaper of that big mandala. That's a great idea. Thank you so much.
Some fruity website is selling their mandala wallpaper without
Really?
colors on it
Oh.
as like $75 per roll, and the roll is like this long. So, you only get like 2 inches before you have to
Oh,
color or
interesting.
paper. And so, you
Interesting.
being a non-computer artist generating art, then, I would pay way more than just $75 for 5 inches.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm more of like an 8-incher girl. Paper, but seriously, I would pay way more than $75.
I hope you
I
all
love
heard
you
that
already.
because I'm not reiterating. Okay, there's smiley, laughy faces. So we're good. Thank you. Thank you. I will have to look into that. This is the largest size. This is 7x11 for Patreon support. And again, I send out other little things with those. But yes, Joe Claire says LOL. Lots of exclamation points.
I won't ask if, you could potentially have like an 8-inch option on the drop-down menu for the...
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yes. So, and then, of course, each month here on Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt, that's me, we do a monthly painting, and I have these painting cards. So this is a painting card for week 2. This was from January. And I offer these for sale after you choose which design you want me to put on the monthly painting. And I always have so much fun working with you on those. They're really the highlight of my week, everybody. My husband will tell you, he's like, God, stop talking about those. Like, no, you can't make me. You literally can't make me. And then here is something this is just black mixed media paper, and I was testing some designs and decided to just go a little crazy with it and add a lot of stuff on there. So this one is super fun. So I'm really having fun playing with that kind of thing as well. And then we have, of course, what I'm doing now. So I've got 5 little paintings to show you today. Faye, as Diana typing, says the Wii painting cards are so BTS, very cool beans. Tell me what BTS means, please.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Excellent, because I think of BTS as the K-pop band.
Yes. Currently, BTS is the K-pop band,
yes.
But I am slow to update my Urban Dictionary.
Excellent.
So for me, BTS still means.
Diana didn't know either one, so fantastic. So here's our first piece I'm showing you today. This is Red Sun Peacock. I did this one last year in July. So this is a feather pour. And put this lovely little design down the center of it. This one reminds me of an ostrich feather. The way it feathers out wide on one side, a little narrower on the other side. I guess it's from doing all those hats. That's what that reminds me of, the ostrich feather on the hats. All right. This next one is called Axiom. Oh, Kim says, great color scheme. Joe Claire says, lovely. This one is Axiom. They're both 12 by 12. And I love the colors on this one. It's kind of a orange rainbow. I'm trying to get it so the glare isn't too terribly bad on the screen. But I really love the little finial designs. My friend Cindy said that she likes to call them finial designs. I've been trying to come up with a good name for them, so I told her I was stealing it. But I also love this right here, that little part. Joe Claire asks, is $4.20 the regular price or the sales price? $4.20 is the regular price. I do have the sales price listed on posts with individual paintings on them today. So everything I'm showing you today will come up between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. tonight. So if you want to see the sales prices they are on there. But both Red Sun Peacock and Axiom, the sales price is $357. And Hamali says, ooh, I love this one, warm tones. Isn't it cheery? Little cheery warm tones, like a spring day. This one is white cap. Kim asks, will shipping be included? Great question. Yes, all of my prices have shipping included in the US. If you want these shipped outside of the US, it will be that price plus shipping and customs as well outside the US. I don't really love shipping internationally, but I will totally do it. All right, this one is called White Cap. And it is 16 by 20. And the regular price is $800. The sales price is $680. And that includes shipping in the US. Let me get a little closer so you can see the design. And this one is in black and gray and a really light blue. Marcy loves this one. Thank you so much, Marcy. I'm glad you like it. So if you want something very calming and soothing, and this one, I had this one up in our house for a while, and every time somebody walked in, they would look at it and just go, and it was an audible sigh of relief. It was really nice. So this one is especially calming.
Someone at a dentist's office should get that.
Right. Ruth says, love the finials on this one, right? They're so pretty, aren't they? So pretty. Thank you. Diana just said that someone at a dentist's office needs that one. Just calm everybody down before we come in and get our teeth cleaned. All right. This one is Crimson Nebula. This one is, let me get my cheat sheet here. This one is 12 by 24. Sale price is $621. Retail price is $730. Shipping is included in the US. And this one I get mixed reviews on. Some people say it calms them down and some people say it winds them up. So I think it really just comes down to personal preference or what the person is looking for when they view this one.
Ooh,
right?
Wow.
Very
It
fancy.
would be good in a restaurant dining room because red
nice.
makes you hungry.
Oh, Diana says it'll be good in a dining room because red makes you hungry.
And the little rounds do remind people of like cookies.
Yeah.
Ooh, spiral cookies.
Yes.
Maybe my winter sugar cookies this year should have spirals on them.
Mm.
All right. The last piece that's available today that I'm going to show you is pinstripes.
So love that.
And this is black and white and red. And it is 18 by 24. Sale price is $927. Regular price is $1,090. Includes shipping in the US. I like this one. I like that the background feels very calm and soothing, but I like that the red gives it that really tailored like wool suit look. Zoot, yes. Thank you. Faye, typing on Diana's phone, says zoot suit. Anyone? Yes, exactly. That very tailored. I don't want to say masculine look because I don't really think this one is super masculine or feminine.
Be good in an office.
Kim says that pinstripes would look good in an industrial decor. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Right?
Absolutely. That would be fantastic.
With a light shining right on it.
Right? You said what?
With a light shining
No,
right on
before
it.
that.
Oh, I just think it would be great in an office.
Diana says that one would look great in an office. And then Faye says, or excuse me, Zena says, what's black and white and red all over? Susan Holt's pinstripes. Yes. Woo woo. That's fantastic. I
look
like
really
that.
great today. Thank you
I
so
like
much.
that. So,
Hey, thanks for letting me be sassy on your.
Oh, no.
yeah, you're welcome. So
Sass
that
all you
is
want.
that is all of the items I have to show you today. But Diana's got some interview questions for me that I will be answering. If you have a question for me, go ahead and pop it up on the screen, and Faye will make a note of it. Xena will make a note of it. Whoever she is today.
The Devil's Mistress.
The Devil's Mistress
please.
will make a note of it. All right, Diana.
My first question. Okay, my first question is this. When did you discover you had a talent for art?
I discovered I had a talent for art. Actually, my mother discovered I had a talent for art. Kim says, this is fun. Thank you, Kim. My mother discovered I had a talent for art when I was 3. We moved into a new house, and one day she was putting my clothes away in my closet and noticed I had taken crayon and drawn all over every single wall as far up as I could reach and as far down to the baseboard. Somehow I didn't get the baseboard though. I was very conscious that there was an end space to my work surface. Framed it nicely. So instead of her going crazy and yelling at me and saying, no, don't do that, she said, this is really fantastic, but we don't draw on the walls. This is what we draw on. She went out, and at the time, back in the 1970s, everybody got the newspaper. So she went to the newspaper. They gave her like, I think it was probably 2 or 3 feet wide, but the end of the roll. So it had newsprint on it, not anything printed there, but just the kind of paper was newsprint. And got me one of those. And that lasted for a few years. And she set me up a little artist's corner in the corner of my room so that I could just draw my little heart out. She got me crayons and colored pencils, and I used to make my own Play-Doh. So if I was bored, she would say, where's your recipe card? And as young as, I think about 4, I knew where my recipe card was, and she kept all the ingredients for me in a specific little place. And I would go make my Play-Doh, follow the recipe, clean everything up, and then I would just sit there and play with it all day. My most favorite part about the Play-Doh was mixing different colors. I didn't really care about sculpting with it. I did, of course, sculpt with it, but I just wanted to make little pucks of colors.
That is very, very positive.
Right?
I love that.
Thank you. Joe Claire says, how awesome is that?
Right?
Absolutely. So I have been doing some kind of art since I was teeny tiny. And then Zena says, Susan's precursor to chalkboard paint. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there was one time where we had watched something on PBS, and they had made paint out of chalk in a muffin tin. And all I remember was chalk in the muffin tin with water made paint, but I didn't pay attention close enough for anything else. And I was like 5 at the time. So attention span of a 5-year-old.
Genius has no age.
So
Right.
my mom came into the girls' upstairs bathroom about 3 days later, and she sees all this chalk sitting in her muffin tins. And those muffin tins, to this day, are stained different colors in each well. Sorry, Mom. Okay, sorry, not sorry, Mom.
Does anyone else have a question before I go to the next one?
Why aren't you getting residuals for the current goo that kids are selling now? Because that's a different recipe.
Oh.
Same, just different generation.
Right. So that is the first question.
Okay, I'm going to the third question because the second one is kind of edgy, so I'll do that one last.
Okay.
So we know what your favorite medium is now, okay? But I want you to rank all of the mediums you've worked with from worst to best.
Do you want to be here for another hour? I mean, my goodness.
Okay, just generally.
Okay. I think the medium I'm using now, acrylic paint, doing the pour paintings with the linear designs on them, it's my current favorite. But I also feel about it like the art that I've always wanted to create has found me, and it's now coming through me, and it's coming to fruition, because I have always loved kind of that wispy acrylic-y background. Can you hand me that right there, please?
What?
No, this way. Yeah. thank you. The wispy acrylic background, and then having an ordered, like a really ordered design on top of that. There's something that's just really attractive to me about that. And the fact that I can pour paint to get that, thank you, to get that background like that, to me is magic. It's absolutely magic. And then the way I move the canvas around, and sometimes I don't like it and I redo it or I change it up, but I love what I'm doing now. Some of the, I don't know, I like it all.
Have you gone across a medium, though, that you just, this isn't working for me?
Oh, yes. Kim says it is magic. Thanks, Kim.
It is magic.
What are you talking about for the Sotheby's auction comment?
The muffin tins.
Oh, the muffin tins. Oh, I think my mom threw those out years ago.
Oh my gosh.
She got new stuff when they moved. Joe Claire says, art is work, but it's such a great way to play. Absolutely. And I clearly love to play.
The one kind of medium you just did not click with.
The one medium I did not click with, I desperately despise fiber arts. Absolutely. You hand me a crochet hook, I'm like, okay, are you mad at somebody? Do I need to stab them with this? I just do not like, I don't like knitting. I don't like crocheting.
You don't like sewing.
I really hate sewing. You put a sewing machine in front of me and I just go,
okay.
No, so yeah, fiber arts.
I knew there would be something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of mechanical.
So I know this is not something that you probably want to, do you ever judge other artists who are very pretentious about their crappy art?
Harshly. Yes, absolutely. I do judge other artists who are pretentious about their art harshly. Other artists that are not full of themselves, where it's not warranted, I love and support.
There's a difference between confidence and pretension.
There's a difference between confidence and pretentiousness. I belong to a group right now that has a lot of really awesome artists in it, and they amaze me every single day. Every day. I love what everyone's doing. Can you scroll up and see? There was a question that I completely forgot. Thank you. So the artists that are my friends, the artists that are in this group with me, I love and support each and every one of them. But it's the kind of people who will take a blank piece of paper, draw a line, kitty corner on it, and go, $10,000, please. If they can get that, absolutely get that. But then if you're going to come at me and be haughty and hoity-toity about it, I don't like that hoity-toityness. I like people who are down to earth, that are real people, who are doing their best every single day. That's what I like. So, and that's all of you that are here with me today. So thank you for being absolutely awesome and wonderful. And the question was, is that a dog that walked behind there? Yes, that is my dog, Belle. Yes, she is part German Shepherd. We, when we adopted her, we thought she might have been part Belgian Malinois, but we had to DNA test her, and it turns out she's half German Shepherd and half Akita, and she's such a nervous Nellie. We actually should have called her Nellie, but she's the sweetest girl, and she got literally the best of both parts of both of those breeds, and we could not be happier with our choice. She is the best girl. We actually call her our wee baby Pomeranian because she acts more like a Pomeranian than a German Shepherd. So, and then our other dog we adopted a couple months after her, who has since passed. She was half Border Collie and half Basset. So she was long and low, kind of half floppy ears, and that was Belle's best friend. So yeah, we DNA tested her as well. Oh, Janice is joining us. Hi, Janice. It's okay that you're late. It's It's all good. I just appreciate that you're here at all. So thanks for joining me. All right, is there any other questions from you? Nope, there's no other questions from the peanut gallery over here. Are there any questions from you over there? No questions. Okay, then I think I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. Janice, Miss Jo Claire is waving at you. She says hello. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. I want to remind you that we are live again tomorrow. I will have 5 pieces to show you then, but we're also going to do some studio time tomorrow. So I'll be working on, I will be working on a new project. It's a new design. I might be a little excited about this. So that's tomorrow the 13th at noon. And I said I would give you a sneak peek. This is the sneak peek of the piece I'll be working on tomorrow. It is super shiny because it is resin. It's layered with resin. So I already have 3 layers of resin on here. But just wait till tomorrow to see what else I'm going to do with it. But there's seashells and some pearls and glitter and seed beads and all sorts of delicious, sumptuous things in that. And I am going to work on it a bit live tomorrow with you. So we'll see what happens then. So I will see you all here tomorrow at noon. Thank you all for joining me today and for all of your comments and all your hearts and likes. I appreciate each and every single one of them and every single one of you. Again, thank you. This is Susan Holt on my Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt. That's me. Group on Facebook. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Oh, and thanks for my helpers. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Toodaloo.
Bye.